Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8. Today I'm playing real-time strategy game War, the game. In it, it has slightly over 20 scenarios that you play out on the world map, directing units around, producing new units, and disposing of the enemy. I'll show off a couple of the missions here, starting with an early one.
The Arab nations in the region are outraged by the USA expansion. The Arab nations are launching an attack to liberate Tehran and Baghdad. Make sure they do not succeed.
Okay. So, you basically select units, move them around, and attack other things. So the way that the scenarios are is they're very imbalanced, which is a problem. The way that attacking works, it doesn't matter what type of unit it is. Everything has the same attack value. So it's simply a matter of who has more units. Whoever has more units wins. The only exception to that is infantry units that are defending a city that you own have basically double strength. So it makes it even more difficult to defend against that. Pretty much all the scenarios either give you too little time to achieve the objectives, or there's too many enemy units. When you get past the first couple of tutorial missions. There's a handful of different types of units. There's infantry and tanks. There's fighters and bombers, which only vary. Infantry and tanks varies on the speed that they move. Fighters and bombers have different ranges. You have battle fleets for the ocean, transport fleets that can move infantry units around, and aircraft carriers that can extend aircraft range. There's also different structures that you can have in each of the cities. So you can see here there's a couple barracks that can make new infantry units, which is actually what I'm going to do. Right there. There's an aircraft fighter. Alright, they're attacking. So I have more units.
United Arab Nations started a battle in
So I will win that battle. You can't retreat after the battle begins either. Or at least I haven't figured out how to do so. I don't think you can. So it's simply a matter of who gets more units. And I'm thinking about actually let me move my armor over here because this infantry's coming over. The AI is not great, which is a problem. And I think the reason why the scenarios are so imbalanced is because the AI doesn't really do a very good job. I would have much rather have seen skirmishes that you could customize instead of having these pre-scripted scenarios. You can't edit any missions either, which is really disappointing as well, considering you have the entire globe as a base map that you could have played against. I really would have liked to have skirmish missions with more replay value, but let's see. I cannot build another barracks yet. Okay, so I won that battle. If you press spacebar, you will skip past a mission. There you go. So that was pretty easy. I won because I had more units, yay.
balance of power.
So you can see that the campaign kind of branches out, which is kind of nice, so you're not stuck in the same linear order. You can kind of pick and choose which way you want to go. So we'll do this one next.
Zimbabwe successfully invaded South Africa. Britain wants you to liberate Johannesburg.
Okay.
You only have 100 days to do it in.
Alright, so select my unit, and if I long press, probably here.
Unit is being shipped.
So it'll automatically board the nearest transport, and the transport will then shuttle the unit down there. I only have one transport, and I don't have any money to build anything else. So basically, all this scenario is shuttling these things down here quick enough to get rid of this infantry unit in the city. So because the infantry units have a double advantage, you basically need all three different units down here. So I'm going to spacebar this a bunch to get this unit down here. You know, what? And this is the entire level. There's no strategy, there's no tactics. It's simply a matter of getting these things down here within the time limit. That's the entire mission. So we're actually pretty close to this thing getting in, so we'll stop accelerating for now. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so now I want to move this.
Unit is being
Okay,
shipped.
and there you can see it takes my transport unit automatically back there. And then I'll just press spacebar to accelerate time until this thing gets back down here. You can see there's kind of weird map modes. There we go, and he's coming back. You know, which are cool looking, I think, I guess, but kind of get in the way of gameplay when it gets a little bit more hectic. Alright, getting kind of close here. So I got 37 days. Alright, let's wait for this guy to unload. And then we have to zip up there and get him back. Unload him. Okay. Alright. Now one last unit.
Unit is being shipped.
Okay. Go, little ship, go. Doink. Okay, how many days do I have left? Not enough. 8. Okay. Now, could I have done this any faster? I need 3 units to take out this city. Is there anything I could have done better strategically to beat this mission? No. Operation failed. Game over. So, there you go. Now, as you can see, this is the review build, so I can access any of the scenarios. And if it wasn't for that, I'd be stuck on this branch of the campaign. You know, this is the type of scenario design I'm talking about. There's no way that I can figure out to beat that scenario. I don't know. What are you supposed to do? And that's the thing that plagues a lot of the scenarios in the games. You know, let's go over to this one.
Japan and Russia have invaded China. They are planning to occupy Beijing. China wants you to prevent Beijing from falling and to expel the invasion. Remove all Russian and Japanese forces from China. China will pay 200 million on completion and an additional 200 for each star gained.
Alright, so I'm going to just pull all my units into Beijing. Alright, so again, whoever has more units wins. As you can see here, they have 7 Japanese units and 4 Russian with like 9 more over there. There's no physical way you can win this mission.
You have lost Novosibirsk.
You know, you can try to produce some units, but you don't have enough money for them yet. There's no way you could win this mission. This is what I'm talking about with the scenario design. You simply do not have enough units to counteract this. You know, you can try to pull units over to stall things, but once they attack, there you go. They're kind of stuck attacking.
You and Japan near Wuhan.
And now he's just going to pull all the other units over, and I'm going to lose that unit. So the only thing that really did was delay them. You know, I can't win that battle. I don't have enough units, period, to do it. Anything about it. So. And here comes his stack of 5 against my stack of 3, which is, you know, even though I have the planes. So that's something, I guess. But then here comes Japan after they take out my tank here in a couple seconds.
Armor lost.
Alright, go up there. Now the interface is kind of weird too. It's trying for like a minimalist thing, but you have to click through to scroll through things instead of just using your mouse and clicking on things. I don't know if it's designed with a touch interface in mind or what, but it's really kind of inefficient at accessing things. You know, you can't actually move the mouse over to that corner of the screen to help with it. Alright, so here comes, you know, if they time this correctly, they could just obliterate me. So, you know, I'm trying to... Can I afford anything yet? Nope. So what does he have? 2. Now, if I pull all my units out and my aircraft, I could take them out. So, we're basically at a stalemate here. This is an exciting battle. You know, I effectively have 5 units. Well, I have 8 with the planes. So he can't win. He can't win by themselves. If they were to combine each other, or when these units come in, then they'll be able to do it. So I can afford my infantry now, which is actually what I'll do. There we go. So I'm just gonna, you know, all my units are pulled over. Except for this. Let me send him over there. I got some more barracks around here. I don't have enough money for it yet. 7 days.
Infantry completed in Beijing.
Oh, here they come. Alright, big giant battle. Alright, so they'll come in and then I can pull my bombers and then that's all you can do.
You and Japan started a battle in Beijing.
And there it is. So I will lose. Again. What else could I have done? I produced as fast as possible. I pulled all my units into the middle, except for this one, which wouldn't make a difference anyway, because I'm outnumbered. That's just a shipyard.
Armor destroyed in Beijing.
Train an infantry, but it's going to be too late.
Infantry lost.
There you go.
You had lost Beijing.
I sure have. So, you know, that's the game summed up. We'll do, let's see which other one do I want. We'll do this one.
War between
Do
France,
one more.
Russia, Germany, Italy, Britain, and Holland is inevitable. All countries want to hire you. You have your pick. You can also choose a second nation to be on your team. Take the 2 nations of your choice to 55% of the power.
I think
Russia.
I'm going to pick Russia.
Italy.
Actually, I'm going to pick Italy with Russia as my
France.
ally.
Russia.
Alright. So. Who do I want to attack? Let's move everybody up here. I'm going to go after France first. shipyard there. I do have range to take them out. I'm going to try to take out this city here first. As soon as all my units move over, I'll accelerate a little bit. Alright, that's definitely enough to take that out. Alright, long press capture. There we go. Oh, hi. And here comes everybody.
And you started a battle in Marseille.
I'm ahead. Send another aircraft over. As soon as the infantry are taken out, I take the city because you have to have infantry for that, so won't take too long. I'll do an infantry after that. And another tank. Alright, well, we can accelerate time a little bit.
You have captured Marseille.
Alright, so I will definitely train an infantry there. And I'll probably go after this. I need like 4 units. So send my armor out. And then go take this other city. You know, and since I have more units, then I win. And I'll probably pull my aircraft over.
Started a battle in Bordeaux. Infantry finish in Rome. Infantry combat at Marseille.
And march on Paris next. And there's nothing they can do because they just don't have the units. Thanks, Russia.
You have captured Bordeaux.
Cool. Alright, well I'm just going to pull everybody up. Leave a token infantry behind. Just shipyard. Don't really care about that too much. I'll just leave that guy down there. Alright, so all you guys go attack Paris. fighters, and we'll just wait for that to finish.
Armor completed in Marseille. You have captured Paris.
Yep. So, who's next? You have 5, which is kind of a lot. Germany looks like it's about to attack, so I think I'm going to do that. Really don't like the selection technique, especially when it still selects things that you send out. Hello. So let me do another infantry there and here for defense. There we go. Now, how many do I have? 8. So 8 on 4 would be even, but I have fighters. It should be okay.
Units merged.
Alright, but now I'm down to 5. So 7 is just not enough. Because my units got damaged. Well, I'll just wait for these things to get built. Get my 1.2 billion here. And since I have more territory, I can produce units much faster. Because my income rate is much higher, so...
Infantry in Marseille. Infantry completed in Paris.
Alright.
Armor finished in Paris.
And so you still have 4. Which I actually count as... Or no, you have 5, which is 10. I don't have that. I don't have 11. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't have that. So, you know, same thing up there. That's 10. So, problem is when you're defending, you only have to produce half as much stuff, which is kind of annoying.
Armor combat ready in Paris.
Alright. And he just got a tank.
Armor ready in Paris.
Although that doesn't really help him too much. Alright, what do I got? Yeah, let's send it. Just go.
Infantry finished in Paris. I love this track. It's so relaxing. Germany and you started a battle in Munich.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win it. especially because they're sending everybody else down here. So there's no way you can win that battle. Because they'll just be able to keep enough pace with producing things where I'll never be able to take them out. So, and then, there you go. I mean, that basically sums it up. War the game. The scenario design basically ruins it. Because the scenarios are so terrible. You know, the time limit is too short, or the balance of units is not right, one way or the other. You know, the game would have been a lot more effective. I mean, having a campaign is fine. You have to make it fair, first off. You know, and able to actually be able to beat with tactics and stuff. Now I'm totally screwed because I lost all my units.
Are you still awake, Commander?
No, I'm not still here. But it's just, it's so poorly designed, the way that the scenarios are. I mean, if they would have included an editor, we could create our own scenarios. There's this big giant map of the Earth that you can, you know, zoom out and scroll around, but it seems to kind of go to waste with the way that they design the missions. You know, this simplistic mechanics are fine, where each unit basically has the same attack power as every other unit, except for infantry and urban areas. But then there really isn't any strategy in the game. You just put all your units in one spot, and then if you have more units, you win. You know, you simply can't win if you don't have more units, unless you're defending an urban area with infantry. And then it's the other way. You can't win on the attack if the other team can just turtle its infantry units in cities. And this makes the scenario design even more baffling. And really makes it a game that I can't recommend due to the way that the scenarios are designed. So, potentially a good idea with approachable mechanics. An interface that is not great, though. And, like I said, scenarios that are basically unplayable and unenjoyable. So, that's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.